But right now, moving on, because I am joined by four hunks who need no introduction, but I'm going to give them one anyway. They've topped the charts for 11 years, and better than that, they've got Louis on speed dial. It's Westlife! The boys from Westlife. Shock eviction. Aidan is out. What are your thoughts? Share them.
Weird.
Very shocked. We have to admit, very shocked.
Were any of you particular Aidan fans?
I think he was fantastic. I think he's very interesting. He looks great, and you know, he definitely should have stayed, for me anyways, over Katie tonight. Sorry, Katie.
Why do you think he's gone then?
Do you know what? The X Factor does some weird things sometimes. You know, you get some really strange results, and it's just one of those unfortunate situations. I kind of think on another week he would have stayed and he wouldn't be in the bottom two, you know?
Yeah, that's the way it goes.
Well, I was going to say maybe his performance style is a little bit strange for, you know, for a lot of people that are at home that, yeah, at the end of the day, people need to vote. I think he'd probably have a better shot in the style of performing that he is without kind of, you know, going through the X Factor, if you like. Yeah, it's such a strange format in the sense that, you know, unless there's people looking at you and going, I love him because of his voice, but his performance style is a little bit
and sometimes
different.
Quirky or...
But in a good way, don't get me wrong.
But sometimes that needs time to kick in, whereas this, you're sort of thrown into it very suddenly.
Historically, you don't need to win the show to do well anyway, so, you know, he could still do very well for himself.
A good point, well made. So, what about Katie? Do you think she should have gone?
It's amazing, you know, she's been in the bottom two. She's been in the bottom two, like, you know, 4 or 5 weeks now.
Yeah.
It's you know, obviously the public want to keep her in, I suppose, but it's...
But would you keep her in?
Not over Aidan personally.
Okay.
You know, that just purely on vocals and purely on performance, I wouldn't, but yeah, I'm not the whole public, so that's why it's a public vote. It's exciting every week, you know?
Yeah. And you're nodding away on the end, then, Nikki?
With everything I said.
Yeah, I agree with it. No, I think it's like Keane said, you know, you've got to vote, you've got to pick up the phone and vote, as Louis always says.
Pick up the phone.
But you know, I thought Katie was quite good tonight.
Yeah, I thought her.
Do you know, so she's been in the bottom two every other week, but you know, Aidan mightn't have had the best week this week, and obviously he suffered. But I actually thought both of them were on a par tonight, so it could have went either way tonight.
But she always performs better in the Save Me song.
That's all they under pressure.
But every single time she literally performs.
And I thought Aidan's performance was a little nervy.
Yeah, it was shaky. Definitely. Yeah.
So, we saw you perform tonight. You were amazing and flawless. And you saw One Direction perform tonight. What do you think of them?
I think they're great. They'd be great. I'd love to see them win. They'd be great.
Really? So is that who you would like to win?
Yeah, honestly, I think for pop music, for everything, you know, it's just... They're a great band. We met them backstage. They're a nice bunch of guys as well. And they're good fun, and they do remind us of us, like, 10 years ago.
They remind you of you when you were young?
They do, honestly.
It makes it sound very old, but they have that thing that you kind of can't put your finger on, but there's something that they have, and it makes you want to know about them, it makes you want to follow them, sort of, you know, see what songs they perform. You know, they're fun, they look great, you know, they're great.
For me, it's Mary.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I mean, she's my auntie, so...
Auntie Mary! Is the whole of Ireland just completely backing her, or what?
Of course.
Yeah.
I hope so.
She's not my auntie, by the way.
Yeah, for sure.
OK, well, she is kind of like everyone's auntie. She's so lovely. Lovely Auntie Mary. Congratulations on your amazing performance. Weren't they fab? And thanks for joining us. The lovely boys from Westlife, handsome fellas. Now then, it's time for another break, but you'd be crazy to leave us after, because we're going to be chatting to tonight's losing contestant, Aidan. Plus, we've got Seal and JLS. We'll see you in a minute.